Welcome to Feng Shui Living, the podcast designed for busy women who want to de-stress, live with intention, and create a home that truly supports their well-being. Each week, I'll bring you practical tips, insightful ideas, and simple strategies to enhance both your home and your life. Let's get started. Quick pause before we jump in. If you love this podcast, you will love my book, Aligned at Home. Think of it as your design and energy guidebook to creating a space that supports your well-being and your goals. You can get a signed copy over on my website, purelivingwithlisamorton.com, or snag it on Amazon or wherever you buy books. I hope you enjoy it. Well, hello, friend. Welcome to Feng Shui Living Podcast. Whether we're new friends or old friends, I'm so happy that you're here. We're in the season of springtime, and the wood element in the 5-element system of Feng Shui, spring connects to the wood element. I purposely, if you're watching on YouTube, brought in these tall green vases to kind of bring a little wood element into my studio space. But gosh, we are at that moment where the buds under the ground are just ready to come and blossom and push through the ground and come out and see the sunshine. And it just feels that way. Can you feel it? Can you feel that energy? Because I know I can. I'm actually getting ready for a few weeks of a lot of fun. Actually, next week, I am speaking at a women's organization, sharing my color mastery presentation, which I just adore sharing. I love sharing it. And then I'm doing an event at my local public library to talk about my book, Aligned at Home. And then, drum roll please, I'm going on a mini book tour in Canada. Hello, my Canadian friends. If you're anywhere near the Toronto area, please message me. I would love to meet up. I'm actually doing an event on, I believe it is Thursday the 16th that you could come to. I'm also going to be, while I'm there, I'm going to be checking in and touring or visiting the Living Lux design show up in Toronto that weekend. So very, very excited for what's coming. Also, one more thing that's just been really fun is I scheduled to do a book event back home where I grew up in rural Iowa on May 2nd. So any of my Iowa fans, I would love to see you. Any of my friends who are anywhere near that area, please reach out. I'll send you all the details. There is, I believe, some dates and things on my website, but Iowa friends, I would love to see you. Okay. So with that, we'll get into today's episode. And I titled this episode, Why You Feel Stuck and What Your Home Has to Do with It. So oftentimes this time of year, we're in that spring energy and we're ready for it to move forward, for warmer weather to arrive and the flowers to bloom and the trees to bloom and all this. But sometimes while we're wanting it, and hoping and wishing so bad, it just doesn't happen. And honestly, I've been noticing a shift in the conversations I'm having with clients for a very long time. It was all about sleep. They may have navigated to me or found me or reached out for a different purpose, but sleep was always a core element, whether they initially realized it or not. You know, better sleep, deeper sleep, just getting to sleep. But recently it's something different. Recently, more and more women are telling me, I feel stuck, just not moving forward. And it's not just this time of spring. I've been hearing it for a while. And I've learned that this feeling of being stuck is rarely random. So by the end of this episode, my goal is that you'll have a different way of looking at that stuck feeling, and one simple way to start shifting that, to get things moving. So let's talk about what that stuck feeling it feels like, because sometimes it's not always obvious. Feeling stuck can be like, you don't know where your next step is. What do I do next, right? You might think you want to make a change, but you just don't act on it. Or you feel tired, you feel unmotivated, and you might think, well, it's just the winter blahs hanging on. Might not be. You might notice that your space just feels off, but you can't really explain it or understand. You can't make sense of it. You also might just know that something needs to shift. It's time, but I don't know where to begin. And sometimes everything can look beautiful and flowing beautifully on the outside, but it's on the inside that it feels paused or stuck. And this is where I want to go a little deeper. Feeling stuck isn't just about your circumstances. It's about oftentimes what's happening underneath. For me, I have been there. I understand this stuck feeling. For me personally, it was a deep struggle with perfectionism that I can remember as far back as possible. I mean, it's been a lifelong struggle with perfectionism. You might just feel overwhelmed. It might be a fear of making the wrong decision, or you just feel disconnected, like, who am I, right? Disconnected from yourself. Or you might just even be in a season where you've outgrown something, but haven't stepped into that next whatever's for you, that next opportunity, that next, season of your life. And if this is you, I did recently record an episode called When Your Home No Longer Feels Like You. And go listen to this episode. I think it will make you feel a little understood and give you some direction, okay? Some help, right? Because that in-between space, again, I've been there, right? That in-between space can feel really uncomfortable. There was a time in my life when everything looked good on paper, but I just felt stuck. And I don't even know if I would have come up with the word stuck at the time. And I couldn't explain why. But looking back now, I see that I had outgrown that previous version of myself that I'd been living in for my whole life up to that point. I was ready to take on this role as a new person. But I hadn't really created space for what was next. And I had a lot of fear too. And this is where your home comes in. Your home is like a mirror. It's reflecting what's happening in your life, whether you realize it or not. Your environment might look cluttered, might look like it's filled with unfinished decisions. It might just have a lot of odds and ends sitting around and you don't know what to do with it. And those things can quietly reinforce the feeling that you feel stuck. And not in this big, dramatic, bold way, but these little subtle cues, right? I talk a lot about adding cues into your home to get you in the direction you want to go. These are cues keeping us where we don't want to be, stuck. And it's when you're stuck in life, there's almost always something in your environment, even just one thing reflecting back at you. So here's an analogy for you to consider. Being stuck can feel like standing in still water. The water's totally still, not moving, and nothing is necessarily wrong, but nothing is moving either. And over time, the stillness starts to feel heavy. Over time, when there's no movement in that pond, algae starts to grow. Your home can either keep that water still or help get it flowing again. So where do you start? I don't want to give you a long list. I just want to give you one place to begin because you know the power of one simple shift. It's even before you make the shift, you decide to make that shift, the energy starts shifting and moving. But I want you to think about that one place in your home that you've been avoiding. The drawer, a corner, maybe a specific room that just doesn't feel right. So what is that one place? That one place that you've been avoiding? Well, friend, that is your starting point. And now I do want to say that fixing that one thing will not change things overnight. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and have won the lottery, although that'd be pretty fun, but it creates momentum. It creates movement forward. And then, stuck energy doesn't need to be forced. It simply needs to be gently moved, gently allowed. And so I want to say this. If you've been feeling stuck lately, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not behind. You're not doing anything incorrectly. You're not doing life wrong. You might just be in a moment where something is ready to shift. And boy, springtime is a fantastic time to do this. So here's your task for this week. Choose one space. Maybe that space that came to mind when you were inquiring about the drawer, the corner. Make one change. Just one. And notice what shifts. Not just in how your home feels, but how you feel. Sometimes it's that smallest movement forward that helps you get unstuck. And if you're navigating this right now, this is exactly the kind of work we do inside my Aligned at Home collective, which recently launched and is going so well. We've had 2 amazing sessions so far. And when you join, you get access to all the previous sessions. And this is where we take these feelings of being stuck or needing to move in a certain direction and turn them into simple, actionable tips in your space. So I hope you'll check that out if you feel called to do so. Friend, I am wishing you a wonderful, rejuvenating spring season. I will see you at our next episode. Special thanks to our sponsor, Elevated Living School of Holistic Design and Feng Shui. For more information, head over to the show notes. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, give us a 5-star review, and share this episode with a friend. We'll see you next time.